Excellennial here with another story-based Excel tutorial. And today I'm talking with you about Rachel the jewelry maker. Rachel has to pay for shipping for each of her jewelry orders from her Etsy shop. She's always a little surprised at the cost of shipping, which is based on the state. Rachel wants to make a drop-down list of all of the states and calculate the matching shipping costs. First, we have her list of states, the state abbreviation, and the shipping cost to each of those states. So we have this list go all the way down the line for all of the states, but now we want to make a simplified drop-down of it. Here's an example of what we are looking for. It's just a drop-down that has each of the state names in here, and once we click on that state, it automatically generates the pricing of the shipping. Let's say we want to ship to California, or let's say Florida is $4.19, or Delaware, $9.49. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this drop down. I'm just going to copy it right here. So first off, all I really did to make the background to just make it pop a little bit more was I just added the borders here, which is just thick outside border, and then I just changed the color to be a little bit different. We'll make this one a little darker. And then from there I just selected a box inside of here and we added the information in there. This is only 3 rows high, so I'll copy that as well. Now this is going to be our state box, and this is going to be our price box, or cell rather. Our state cell will be C10 and our price cell will be E10. Now the first thing is something that I actually showed in a different video, which is just a matter of creating a drop-down. So this is the easy part. It's going to be under data. We'll go to data validation. And for now, I'm going to delete that it says state, change that data validation. So when we select data validation, it'll give us this pop-up, and we're going to focus on making a list. So our validation criteria will change the allow to list, which will give us an additional option to select what the source is. Where are we pulling this list from? So I'll select that, and we're going to go to sheet 1. When I go to sheet 1, I'm going to select Alabama and hold down Control, Shift, or Command on the Mac, press down, and that selected all of the states in column A for us. Now I'll select OK, and now we have our drop down of all of the states. So this part is totally done, but now we need to have it select the actual pricing. So when we change the state in this drop down, it gives us the exact pricing. That's going to be the next step here. This is actually going to be a VLOOKUP, so I will start with the equal symbol since the VLOOKUP is a function. So a VLOOKUP, we'll go ahead and type in VLOOKUP, and we're going to start with the lookup value. What is the value that we're looking for? We're looking for the pricing, but to look up the pricing, we need to first find the state of Colorado or whatever else populates here. So the fact that cell C10 changes is totally acceptable. We just need to be sure that whatever it changes to, that's the thing that we're looking up to find the next value or the pricing. Now we'll add comma, and then table array is going to be where we are looking for both the state in this case, or the lookup value, and where we are looking for the value that we want returned to us. So we're going to go to sheet 1, and all of column A, B, and C will be our table array. Now I'll select comma to tell it we're done with selecting the table array. Now the column index number, what column has the index of the data that we need? So that's C, or the third column, ABC. So we'll type in 3, comma. Now range lookup is focused on basically does it need to be approximate, an approximate match, or an exact match. We need it to find exactly the same state that we're looking for and give us the same exact price that's in that exact same row. So when we type in true, that's the approximate match, so we don't want that. So we're going to actually type in false, the exact match. Oops, if I can spell it. There we go. Now that's all the data that we need, and that's going to tell it, look in cell C10, and whatever state that says, find that state in sheet 1, anywhere in sheet 1 between column A and C, find that state from cell C10. And then when you find that state from cell C10, you're going to look in the column number 3 to find the matching item that we need, the exact row that has the exact data that we are going to ask for to pull onto this tab. So that's exactly what this function is saying here. So we'll hit enter, and now we have the pricing here. The only difference is that from up here and then down here in cell E10, it's just not formatted correctly. So we'll go to the home tab, just change that to currency. That's all the change that we need there. So now when we click on this drop down, anytime we change the state, let's try Delaware again. Yep, so that's 949, or we'll match it to the top one here, which is Florida. All right, perfect. So that's how we know that we are pulling the exact data, is that we put in all of the information in that VLOOKUP correctly, and now we have a clear view of what the pricing per shipping is going to be for Rachel based on the state, and then selecting it from the drop-down and the auto-populated pricing. Now technically we could just go through and find the pricing on her spreadsheet here, but that's just going to take more time. Now that we have the drop-down programmed, we can actually just hide sheet number 1, and now we just have our drop-down. So now she has a quick way to calculate exactly what the pricing is going to be for her shipping based on the state. Now Rachel has a clear understanding of how to make a drop-down and then make another section that references that drop-down to pull specific data, in this case by using the VLOOKUP. If you have any questions on this process, please leave a comment in the section below, and until next time, have fun excelling!